press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello everyone. Today we discuss about the type of inflorescence. So in last class we are discussing actually the racemose inflorescence types, where we discussed simple raceme, compound raceme, spikes, compound spikes and catkin. Next, today we discuss other types of racemose inflorescence, that is spadix. Spadix is a type of racemose inflorescence. In spadix, what happens? There is a long inflorescence axis, what we called as peduncle. Peduncle is long, a long peduncle, and this peduncle, long peduncle, long peduncle consists unisexual flowers. Unisexual flowers. See, long peduncle consists unisexual sessile flowers. Sessile means where the flowers does not contain the pedicel, that is the stalk. So here the peduncle consists the unisexual flowers, and those flowers are arranged in acropetalous manner. Those flowers are arranged in acropetalous manner. Means older flowers towards the base, followed by younger flowers. But in spadix, what happens? The whole inflorescence is covered by a bright colored bract. The whole inflorescence is covered by a bright colored bract called as spathe. What is spathe? The whole inflorescence is covered by a brightly colored bract. What is bract? Bract, it is the leaf or leaf-like structure present at the base of the flower. So here a brightly colored bract which encloses the inflorescence, whole inflorescence, is called as spathe. Spadix, the peduncle is long. The long peduncle consists unisexual sessile flowers. Then whole inflorescence is covered by a brightly colored bract called as spathe. Example for spadix, that is banana, colocasia. These are example for simple spadix. Next, we discuss the compound spadix. Compound spadix. In compound spadix, it is similar to spadix only, but here the main axis, what we call as peduncle is branched. The main axis, that is the peduncle, is branched and consists, and each branch consists unisexual flowers. See the difference between spadix and compound spadix. In spadix or simple spadix, the peduncle, this is the peduncle, peduncle or inflorescence axis is not branched, whereas in compound spadix the inflorescence axis is branched. Now see here, this is the inflorescence axis. The inflorescence axis is strong, hard, woody. It get branched into number of branches, whereas in simple spadix peduncle is not branched. Here it is branched. Now the flowers are not directly present on the peduncle, they are present on branched peduncle. See, this branched peduncle consists flowers. Branched peduncle consists flowers, and those flowers are arranged in acropetalous manner. See, the older flowers are at the base. The older flowers are at base. These are the older flowers. Then older female flowers. Followed by, it consists small or smaller flower, and those smaller flower are called as male flower. Smaller male flower. Right? Here the inflorescence axis is branched. Each branch consists flowers in acropetalous manner. That is, older flowers towards the base, and these older flowers are female flowers. Older flowers are what? Female flowers. And it is followed by small male flowers at the tip of the inflorescence branch. And this type of arrangement is called as compound spadix. Here also there is presence of spathe, that is bract, which encloses the inflorescence. When the inflorescence is at immature condition. At maturity, that bract will open up. Here the bract is also called as spathe, but this spathe is woody spathe. It is hard and woody in nature. Whereas here brightly colored spathe is present. Here hard and woody spathe is present. Example coconut, ಅರೈಕನಟ್, ಒಂಬಾಳೆ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಕೋಕೋನಟ್, ಅರೈಕನಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು. ಸೊ ಒಂಬಾಳೆನೇ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾಡಿಕ್ಸ್. The inflorescence axis or peduncle is branched. Each branches consists sessile unisexual flowers, and they are arranged in acropetalous manner, that is, older flowers towards the base followed by younger flowers. What is the difference between spadix and compound spadix? Okay, next we take other type of racemose. The next type of racemose inflorescence is called as corymb. Corymb is a type of racemose inflorescence where the inflorescence axis or peduncle is relatively shorter when compared to other type of inflorescence. Here peduncle axis or inflorescence axis is relatively shorter. Then consists pedicellate flowers. then it contains what? Pedicellate flowers arranged in acropetalous succession. See, this is the inflorescence axis is relatively shorter in nature when compared to other type of inflorescence. Then here the arrangement of flower occurs in acropetalous, that is older flowers towards the base. Older flowers towards what? Base. Then followed by younger flowers. But here there is one interesting character, that is the older flowers are having larger pedicel in compared to younger flowers. Older flowers consists long pedicel, so that all the flowers lie at same plane at the top, so that all flowers they lay at same point at the top or same line at the top. So peduncle is relatively shorter, then it contains acropetalous succession manner of flowers, then the flowers are pedicellate flowers, that is older flowers are having longer pedicel. Older flower is having longer pedicel compared to younger flowers. In compared to younger flowers, the older flowers is having longer pedicel, so that all the flowers they lie at the same point at the top. Top ali avellau kuda onde line alli bandirutte. Then thus that type we called as corium. Corium banta andre no, peduncle is relatively shorter when compared to other type of racemose, where it contains pedicellate flower arranged in acropetalous succession, but the older flowers having longer pedicel in compared to younger flowers, so that all the flowers they lay at same line at the top of the inflorescence. Example is cassia. Example is cassia. Next type of racemose inflorescence is umbel. Umbel is a type of racemose inflorescence. Here the inflorescence axis is highly reduced, or peduncle is highly reduced. Peduncle ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ reduce ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ when compared to other type of inflorescence. Then peduncle is highly reduced. From this reduced peduncle, or the top of the peduncle, all flowers are raised from same point. All flowers are raised from same point, and they appear in the form of umbrella at its top. ಅದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಿರುತ್ತೆ? umbrella ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Peduncle is highly reduced, and all flowers are developed from same point, that is called as umbel. Example for umbel, that is coriander. Next onion. These are example for umbel. Next type of inflorescence, that is head or capitulum. Head or capitulum. In head or capitulum type of inflorescence, it is also one type of racemose inflorescence. Here what happens? The inflorescence axis or peduncle is modified into a flattened structure. Peduncle is modified into a flattened structure. Here the flowers, your whole inflorescence look like a flower, look like a single flower. Whole inflorescence ಒಂದೇ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಬಂಚಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್. Inflorescence axis or peduncle is modified into receptacle. It is somewhat a cup shaped structure. On this the flowers are arranged. The outermost ring of the receptacle consists female unisexual female flower called as ray florate. Female unisexual flower called ray florate. Here flowers are called as florate. Why it is called as florate? Because flowers are very, very small. The small flowers are usually called as florate. The outermost ring of the receptacle consists ray florate. Means this ray florate contains female sex organ, that is nothing but pistillate flower. Then the inner ring consists bisexual. See, this is bisexual, consists both the sex organ, male and female sex organ, means stamen and pistil. Staminate and pistillate flower both are present in a single flower, means bisexual florate, that is disc florate. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಥೆಲಾಮಸ್ಸು ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಎ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಕಪ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. ಈ ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಏನಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲೇಟ್ ರೇ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ನರ್ ರಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಕಂಟೈನ್ಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಮನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಹೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಪೆಡಂಕಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್. ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಔಟರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಓಲ್ಡರ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅವು ಪಿಸ್ಟಿಲೇಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನರ್ ರಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋರೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೈಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. Example, head or capitulum type of inflorescence is present in only one family, that is Asteraceae. Asteraceae or Compositae belongs to plants like sunflower, marigold, safflower ಈ ಥರ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. safflower, marigold. ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಮ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಅಂಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಆನ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, the number of flowers, pedicellate flowers are raised from the same point, and at topmost of the inflorescence it looks like umbrella. Example, coriander and onion. Head or capitulum, here peduncle or inflorescence axis is highly reduced, is compressed and modified into a cup like structure called as receptacle. On the receptacle, what happens? On the receptacle, the flowers are arranged, but the flowers are small in nature, so they are called as florets. Outermost ring consists pistillate ray floret. Then inner or center of the thalamus, means center of the receptacle, consists disc floret. Right? So this is of about head or capitulum. Racemose type of inflorescence types: simple raceme, compound raceme or panicle, then spike, spikelet or compound spike, catkin, then next is spadix, compound spadix, corium, humble, head or capitulum. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಥಿಯರಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಹೆಸರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಈ ಟೈಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ನೀಟಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ ಸೈಮೋಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್. Okay, next second type of inflorescence, that is cymose inflorescence. Cymose inflorescence. In cymose type of inflorescence, yeah, I discussed already the definition of cymose and difference between cymose and racemose. In cymose, what happens? The inflorescence axis is short. Inflorescence axis always ends with older flower. Okay, whereas in racemose, the inflorescence axis is long and it is never end with the flower. Then in racemose, the arrangement of flower occurs in acropetalous succession, whereas in cymose, the arrangement of flower occurs in basipetalous succession. That is, older flowers towards the top, followed by, or at the base there are younger flowers. So here the first type, the type of cymose inflorescence, first type is solitary cymose. Solitary cymose. In solitary cymose type of inflorescence, the peduncle or inflorescence axis ends with a single flower. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಆರ್ peduncle ends with only single flower, or it consists only what? Single flower. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Then it is called as solitary cymose. Then second one, simple cyme. Simple cyme or cymose. In simple cyme, the inflorescence axis or peduncle ends with the older flower, as usual, ends with the older flower, but at the base of the peduncle it consists two lateral young flowers. Two lateral young flowers. In racemose, the young flowers are at the top, but here the older flowers are at the top. So here the two lateral young flowers are at the base of peduncle. This is what? Peduncle. Base of the peduncle consists two young flowers, is called as simple cymose. Next type in cymose, that is monocacial cymose. Monocacial cymose. See, in monocacial cymose, the inflorescence axis, as in cymose, it ends, the inflorescence axis or peduncle ends with the older flower. Okay, ends with the older flower. Then what happens? The peduncle, base of the peduncle, add only one younger flower. At any one lateral side, it add only one younger lateral flower. Two irodilla, only one irutte. One younger lateral flower. Then that type we called as monocacial, right? That is the peduncle ends with the older flower. At the base of the peduncle or of the base of the older flower, there is only one lateral young flower. Either it may be right side or left side. Then monocacial cymose is once again divided into two types, that is helicoidal cyme. See, in helicoidal cyme, that is the peduncle or inflorescence axis ends with the older flower. And at the base of the inflorescence axis, there is what? Only one lateral young flower. It may be either right or left. Then this lateral young flower give rise to another young flower at its one lateral side. Then this give rise to another young flower. Then this one give rise to another young flower. Then this one give rise to another young flower. All these lateral branched flowers, they lie at same line. All branched single lateral flowers lie at same line, either in left or right, they lying at same line. Then it is called as helicoidal cymose. Example for helicoidal cymose, that is Atropa bellodina, Datura stomiferum. Atropa bellodina and Datura stomiferum. Okay, next type in monocacial cymose, one is helicoid and second type is scarpioidal. Scarpioidal cymose. In scarpioidal cymose, as like other type of raceme, the peduncle ends with the older flower. The peduncle ends with the older flower, and it is a monocacial where the branch arises from the base of the one lateral branch arises from the base of the peduncle, which give rise to the younger flower. okay, which give rise to younger flower. Then further branching occurs in zigzag manner, that is one towards right and another towards left. Right and left type of lateral single branches arises, and it form what? Zigzag pattern. It form zigzag pattern. All branched single lateral flower, all branched single lateral flower occurs in zigzag manner or pattern, right? Example ranunculus. Example, the plant flower, the plant inflorescence ranunculus. Okay, so very important, monochasial cyme, where the inflorescence axis is long, and the single lateral branch develops at the base of the pedicel or base of the older flower. It is of two types, helicoidal. In helicoid, the lateral branch and its further branches of flower arise only at one line. Either it may be right or left, but it may be in only one single line, single way iddange. Then that is called as helicoidal. Example, Atropa datura. Then scorpioidal. Here what happens? The branching of the younger flowers occurs one time right and another time left, and it appears in zigzag manner. Then it is called as scorpioidal cymose. ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ನ ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, last type of cymose inflorescence is polycacial cyme. The name itself indicate cacial, monocacial, cacial type of inflorescence. Cymose inflorescence means the older flowers, the peduncle or inflorescence axis ends with always older flower. Then here the branching of the lateral flowers or the younger flowers occurs at both lateral side. From the base of older flowers, two young lateral flowers arise both on right and left side, and each lateral flowers undergoes further branching, further bicidal branching, and those younger flowers undergoes another branching. That is, branching arise like primary branching, secondary branching, tertiary branching, and quaternary branching. That is, many number of laterally branched flowers arise from the base of the older flower. This type of inflorescence is called as polycacial cymose. In polycacial cymose, the inflorescence axis or peduncle always ends with the older flower, that is the cymose. From the base of older flower, two lateral branches arises, and those undergo further branching to give rise to number of younger flowers, and this type is called as polycacial. Here there may be primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary type of branching occurs at the base of older flower. Example Calotropis, ಎಕ್ಕೆ ಗಿಡ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ ಅದು. Okay, so this is of about cymose type of inflorescence. Cymose, solitary cymose, where inflorescence axis ended with only one single flower. Then next type, simple cymose, where inflorescence axis ended with one flower and its base contains two lateral flowers only, that is example jasmine. Then next monocacial cyme, inflorescence axis ended with older flower and base of the inflorescence axis contains only one lateral flowers. In monocacial helicoidal, further branching of lateral flowers arises only at one particular line. Then next scorpioidal, further branching of lateral branches occurs in right and left, that is in form of zigzag pattern, that is scorpioidal. Example ranunculus. Helicoidal example, helicoidal type of cymose inflorescence example is atropa and datura. Next polycacial cyme, here the inflorescence axis ends with the older flower and further there are number of primary, secondary, tertiary type of lateral branching arises from the base of the older flower. Example calotropes. Okay. Next we take up special type of inflorescence. Special type of inflorescence, it is of two types, that is cyatheme and hypanthodium. There are two types of special type inflorescence. So in cyatheme, what happens, see here the leaf like structure present at the base of the flower we called as bract. Okay, all bract of the flowers, they are grouped together to form a cup like structure. All bracts of the flower are grouped to form a closed cup like structure. See, a closed, almost a closed cup like structure called as involucre. And only a single opening at the top, and this involucre is fusion of, is the modification of all bracts of the flower to form a cup like structure called involucre, which completely encloses the bisexual flowers, means which completely encloses the number of flowers. Among them there is only a single female flower, long pedicellate containing single female flower arised from the center and it comes out of the involucre. This is female flower which consists long pedicel, and inside the involucre there are many number of staminate flower, that is male flower, are present inside the involucre. They are many in number, but only one single female flower, it contains a long pedicel through which it comes out of the involucre. Okay. Example, euphorbia. Next type is hypanthodium. Next type is hypanthodium. In hypanthodium, here the thalamus or the receptacle which is developed into a cup-like structure. Here the thalamus develops into a cup-like structure. Inside this cup there are number of male and female flowers, but male flowers are at top. These are male flowers. hut top. Then the base consists number of female flowers at base. In middle there are some sterile flowers. Sterile means they does not undergo reproduction. Sterile flowers are present. Example for this is ficus. Ficus. ಫೈಕಸ್ ಹತ್ತಿ ಹಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಂಜೂರ ಹತ್ತಿ ಹಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಫೈಕಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇನಿದು ಥೆಲಾಮಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಥೆಲಾಮಸ್ forms a cup like structure or somewhat flask like structure. Inside this cup there are male flowers at the top, female flowers at the base, centrally placed sterile flowers, and there is a small opening called as ostiole. Through this ostiole the insects will move in and out of the inflorescence and they undergo the process of pollination. So these are the very important special type of inflorescence, that is Cyathum and Hypanthodium. In Cyathum the involucre, this is the involucre. Involucre means modification of bracts. Modified bracts. These modified bracts, they develop into a cup-like structure. Inside the cup, there is only male flowers, right? Then there is only a single, this is single. Male flowers are many in number, female flowers are single in number. There is only a one single female flower which emerges out of the involucre, and male flowers remaining inside the involucre. Best example is Euphorbia. Next, Hypanthodium. In Hypanthodium type of inflorescence, what happens? Here the thalamus grows into a cup-like structure or a flask-like structure. Inside that flask or cup, there are many number of flowers. That is, at the top of the involucre or the top of the cup, there is a male flowers at the top, then base contains female flowers, middle part consists number of sterile flowers. Okay, and there is a single opening for the movement of insects like ants, that is called as ostiole. Those insects will move in and out to perform the process of pollination. Example here is ficus, Bengaliensis ficus, here Euphorbia, right?